Okay, where am I now? I am at the Dumaguete Boulevard, and so if you visit Dumaguete in the Philippines, this is one of the things which makes the city charming and really interesting and stand out a little bit from a lot of other Filipino small towns. This is a walkable path just in front of downtown Dumaguete, and it's right at the ocean, of course. Now, if you look behind me, so there are a bunch of guys selling cheap pearls, there are guys selling old-priced Viagra, there's a guy making music, you see families, couples strolling. It's really quite a nice vibe. And this starts essentially right behind me at the Bethel Hotel, and then I'd say this is probably a path which is about 2 kilometers long, and just this way behind me you can see the Dumaguete Harbor. So this is where the boulevard ends, and this is the beach. This is a lovely beach in the sense that there is a beautiful view. You can see Cebu, and you on the other side you can see Siquijor. It's not the cleanest beach, but you know, this is a sign of the times in Southeast Asia in 2023 that the oceans are polluted with plastic. So it's still a lovely piece of Dumaguete to check out. So let's look at a few things here. So there are a bunch of restaurants and pubs which essentially cater to the expat crowd. So a famous Dumaguete institution behind me is the Why Not, where you'll see, you know, early in the morning you will see a bunch of older foreign guys drinking beer already. I mean, you know, I'm not judging, whatever makes them happy. So the Why Not actually has really good food, and it's definitely a Dumaguete institution. Okay, this is another Dumaguete institution, and this is behind me. You can see the San Rizal, which is an excellent cafe and, you know, pastry shop. So I don't eat a lot of pastries because I don't want to get any fatter, but they really have excellent ones. You know, lovely location. You can sit there, enjoy your coffee, your hot choco, look at the ocean. So definitely another Dumaguete institution to check out. Here we have a monument of a couple of nuns, and I guess a bunch of nuns came here in historic times and started doing Christian things. I have not read up on the precise history of what happened here, but this is just a kind of a landmark of the boulevard. Now the next fine dining tip is Casablanca, which is now to my left. I believe it's either Austrian or Swiss owned. Excellent European food, but also, you know, international selection. And again, you know, you can sit out on the balcony and look at the ocean. So quite a scenic dining experience. You know, all of these places give Dumaguete really a nice charm. Yeah, so there is a clear microstructure here. So I'm coming closer to the harbor, away from the Why Not, and the density of fake pearl and overpriced Viagra salesmen is getting less. So I actually have not been asked to buy Viagra in about a minute. And then here behind me is I think it's called Game On Sports Bar, Bogart Spa. So again, a bunch of places where, you know, retired foreigners drink away their pension money. I don't want to be too cynical here. This is genuinely nice here. So, you know, people are strolling, and the place has a good vibe. So I'm coming now closer to the harbor. So this is Dumaguete Harbor. This is where you can get boats to Cebu, I think to Tapitan in Mindanao, you can get to Siquijor and you can get to Bohol from there. So this is kind of a local hub, and there's a night boat which will get you to Cebu City. So you get on the boat at 11 p.m. something like that, and then in the early morning you're in Cebu. So what we have here, we are close to Bo's Cafe, which for the longest time I kind of used as my office. And there's Tom Tom's Cafe, so you know, very nice places if you want to spend an afternoon working on your laptop, having a good coffee. And at this point there is this platform, and again there is just a gorgeous view of Siquijor in the distance. So this is Siquijor Island. This is the island which is famous for its black magic, and it's about a 2.5 hour boat ride. So there's a tern flying by. A tern, of course, is a seabird. And let's check out the ocean. So again, you know, the ocean here, there are actually, if you swim out a little bit here, there's still a lot of corals, but then right close to shore it doesn't smell too good. But again, you know, this is just the state of the world in this day and age. So this is the Dumaguete me sign, which is lit up at night. Very charming, very popular spot for people, families, couples to take their pictures. Nice part of town. Across this intersection here, this is this you know, colonial area building. This is Siliman University. So I actually taught at the Marine Biological Institute at Siliman for 3 years. It's the oldest Protestant university in the Philippines. I believe it was established in 1905, something around that time. Has a lot of history. There are two very good museums actually in there. There's an anthropology museum, which there will be a special video about that, and there is a museum about whale skeletons at the Marine Lab, which is also highly recommended. So yet another piece of Dumaguete history, and there's a lot of construction. The whole Philippines are growing. Now we're almost at the end of the boulevard. You can see there's another turn. You can see the harbor here, and there you can see a small fishing boat. So, you know, like even in these urban environments, there will still be guys fishing. And you can also see that there is a, you know, this slick-looking white boat. That's a fast craft. So this is just a passenger ferry, and the big boat in the back is a Ro-Ro ferry where you can roll on, roll off with your car. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little introduction to the Dumaguete Boulevard. Yeah, I should say this. The official name is the Rizal Boulevard, because the Philippine national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal, was in exile in Mindanao over there, and then he, for writing essentially books which the Spanish, you know, the Spanish colonial powers didn't like, and then so then he came back from Mindanao, and then at that point he took a walk along this beautiful coastline of Dumaguete here. So at that point, that was in the late 18th century. At that point, this was really a small village, and because the famous Dr. Jose Rizal took a stroll along the coastline here, the boulevard was officially named the Rizal Boulevard.